Hello and welcome to the Aggressive Optimism Podcast with me, Jenna Edwards. Today we are going to do a little shift on the episode. So we've been talking a lot about career, right? Moving, auditions, producing, helping first, which is super duper what I'm all about. But aggressive optimism isn't just about professional goals. It's not just about booking the job or building the thing. It's about how we construct our lives. And that includes the deeply personal stuff. So today, I want to dive into something super duper personal for me, something that was a long-term goal for me and my now husband, and that is our wedding, which honestly feels like a strange pivot, but it isn't. Because this episode isn't about flowers or venues. It's about pressure. I know that sounds so strange, right? But my husband and I got engaged on our 12th anniversary together. Yes, 12. And we got married on our 15th anniversary. Honestly, you guys, because I'm really bad with dates. And so I just wanted to keep the date the same so I didn't forget. But that meant we were engaged for 3 years. And I gotta say, people had opinions. Oh my gosh, people were concerned, they were confused, people were worried someone was gonna die before we made it down the aisle. Like, it was wild, y'all. There was so much, like, why are you waiting? Is everything okay? Don't you just want to get on with it? That kind of conversation, right? But here's the thing. We had been together for over a decade. We were clearly fine. Like, we knew how to do the relationship thing, right? But I gotta be honest with you, the external pressure was really loud, even when you know what you want. And I noticed something about myself that really shocked me. And it was, I started second guessing our relationship. More importantly, I started second guessing my role within our relationship. I second guessed our timeline, but it was so wild. And I realized that, like, if you're not careful, you really will start living with someone else's expectations, someone else's sequence to what you're supposed to be doing, right? But we had a very simple rule for our wedding. If it didn't mean something, it didn't belong. That was it. We didn't want to do things just because that's how it's done, right? We didn't want traditions that didn't mean something to us, traditions that we couldn't explain. We didn't want to perform a version of marriage that wasn't ours. So we built it slowly and intentionally. We met at the airport, so our invitations were airline tickets. Because travel was part of our story, a huge part of our story. The table numbers became airport codes. The food was a hot dish bar because I'm from Minnesota. Every single detail meant something to us. And because of that, honestly, it was the best day of my life. Not because it was extravagant, but because it was truly aligned with who we were and what we wanted to present to our friends and family. And here's the belief that got destroyed in that season. The belief that external pressure gets to define your timeline. Okay? Just because something is common doesn't mean it's right for you. Just because people expect it doesn't mean it's aligned. And here's what I realized. If we had gotten married in our 20s, honestly, y'all, I don't know if we would have survived. We weren't done growing yet. We needed those years. We needed the maturity. We needed the perspective. And that waiting, that intentional waiting, truly strengthened us. And boundaries are uncomfortable, right? Because when you say no to a timeline, you're saying no to someone else's expectation. And that makes people uneasy, even the people who love you. So again, aggressive optimism isn't just about chasing big goals. It's about choosing your life on purpose, even when it makes other people uncomfortable, even when it looks unconventional, even when it takes longer than people think it should, right? Because meaning takes time. Alignment takes time. And if it doesn't mean something, it doesn't belong in your calendar, in your wedding, in your career, in your life. So if you're feeling pressure right now to move faster, to commit sooner, to hit a milestone, to follow a sequence, please pause. Ask yourself, does this mean something to me? Or am I inheriting someone else's urgency? That question alone can change everything. If this resonated with you, please follow the show, leave a review, and share it with someone navigating their own timeline. And until next time, go be realistic. And by realistic, I mean optimistic. Because let's do this. Okay, bye.